Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome. Today's topic is the 1991 Cleveland Indians MLB season. The Indians were again playing at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Now, in 1991, the Indians had their worst one-loss record in the history of the team. They were 57 and 105, which is 48 games under 500. They were in seventh, dead last place, 34 games out of first. So the worst one-loss record of all time. But only 4 years later, they would play in the World Series. So it just shows that things can turn around. Sometimes it's darkest before the dawn, as they say. And of course, every season's memorable because of baseball is a beautiful game, and the characters. There's always a different group of guys who are all very interesting. Now, a new coach on the Indians was Dom Chitty, who was from Independence, Missouri. Chitty was a minor league pitcher in the Braves and Orioles organization, and he coached for the Rangers, Orioles, Tribe, and in Venezuela. Rich Dower was back as another coach, also Louis Isaac. A new coach was Gordon McKenzie he was from St. Petersburg, Florida, played for the Kansas City Royals in 1961, had in 11 games, 25 at-bats, 3 hits for a 125 average. He was a minor league manager for 16 years and a coach for the Royals, Cubs, Giants, and Tribe. Gordon McKenzie. Jose Morales was also back, another year as coach. Also Mark Wiley, the fine pitching coach. And Billy Williams was another coach. John Mcnamara started the year as the Tribe manager, but he was fired on July 6th. The Indians' record was 25 and 52, so that's pretty bad. And he was replaced by Mike Hargrove, who began his amazing career as Indians manager. Hargrove was a little bit better. His record was 32 and 53. He won the Good Guy Award. Hargrove ended up managing the Indians until 1999. He won 721 games as manager, only second behind Lou Boudreau, who won 728. Rick Manning was back in Cleveland, and this time as a TV announcer on Sports Channel. And so it's nice having him back, and he's still doing games on TV. His partner was John Sanders, who was a Tribe announcer for 16 years, and he also announced games for the Pirates on the TV and radio. The Indians' radio announcer, again, was Herb Score, and his partner was Tom Hamilton. This was actually Hamilton's second year with the Tribe. Hamilton was from Waterloo, Wisconsin, and he's been the Tribe radio announcer from 1990 to the present, still doing games. And his signature saying after the first pitch of a home game, he'll say, quote, "And we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario." And so I like that. One time I was down at Progressive Field, and I wanted to check that out, and he was right. Carnegie is this main east-west street, and Ontario is the north-south, and the iconic sign for what was then Jacobs Field, now Progressive Field, is right there. And if you were able to go into the stadium, the home plate would be the nearest part of the field. And Hamilton's when the Indians win a game after the final out, he'll say "ball game." That's his signature thing that he says. So good guy. Now in the field, Albert Bell had a tremendous year in left field. This was really the beginning of his amazing career as an Indian slugger. He hit .282 with 28 home runs and 95 RBIs. Fine year for Albert Bell. Alex Cole was in center, hit .295, very good. 0 home runs, 21 RBIs, 27 stolen bases, very good. This guy had some speed. Our right fielder was Mark Whitten, who hit .256, 7 home runs, 26 RBIs in 70 games. Whitten was from Pensacola, Florida. Generally a right fielder, played for the Blue Jays, Tribe, Cardinals, Red Sox, Phillies, Braves, Mariners, and Yankees. So he moved around a lot. He played from 1990 to 2000. He had 70 career stolen bases and 105 career home runs. So he had power. They called him hard-hitting Mark Whitten. He had power and a strong arm. For the 93 Cardinals, on September 7th, he had 4 home runs in one game. So that's really something. And he had 12 RBIs in that game. In 1998, he was back with the Tribe, and he pitched 1 inning on July 31st. And he gave up 2 walks, a hit, and a run, and 3 strikeouts. And we picked him up in a trade with the Blue Jays for Tom Candiotti on June 27th. Mark Whitten. Carlos Baerga played third. He was mostly a second baseman, but he played third in 1991, had a very good year, hit .288, 11 home runs, 69 RBIs. He was Man of the Year and won the Gordon Cobbledick Golden Tomahawk Award. Good, tremendous year for Carlos Baerga. Felix Fermin was back at short, hit .262, 0 home runs, 31 RBIs. Fine defensive shortstop. Mark Lewis was a new player, our second baseman, hit .264, 0 home runs, 30 RBIs. Lewis was from Hamilton, Ohio. He was an infielder, played for the Tribe, Reds, Tigers, Giants, Phillies, and Orioles between 91 and 01. And in the 1995 NLDS with the Reds, he hit the first pinch hit grand slam in postseason history. For his career, he hit .263 and had 48 career home runs. Mark Lewis. Brooke Jacoby had moved from third to first, was our first baseman, hit .234, 4 home runs, 24 RBIs in 66 games. And on July 27th, he was traded to the Oakland A's, so that was the end of the Brooke Jacoby era in Cleveland. Joel Skinner was our catcher, hit .243, 1 home run, 24 RBIs. Chris James was the DH, hit .238, 5 home runs, 41 RBIs. Now the bench players included Jerry Brown, who only hit .228, 1 home run, 29 RBIs, and 107 games. Mike Aldrete, or Aldrete, hit .262, 1 home run, 19 RBIs in 85 games. Aldrete was from Carmel, California, a first baseman outfielder, played for the Giants, Expos, Padres, Tribe, A's, Angels, and Yankees. Chris Berman called him Mike Enough Aldrete, or Aldrete. He won a World Series with the Yankees in 1996. Very good. 41 career home runs. He coached the Cardinals, and since 2015, he's been a coach for the A's. We picked him up as a free agent. Mike Aldrete, or Aldrete. Carlos Martinez was another new guy, came off the bench, hit .284, 5 home runs, 30 RBIs in 72 games. Martinez was from La Guaira, Vargas, Venezuela in South America. Played for the White Sox, Tribe, and Angels between 88 and 95. His nickname was Cafe. Big dude, 6'5". In 1993, with the Tribe, he had a long fly ball which bounced off outfielder Jose Canseco's head over the wall for a home run. Very interesting. On May 29, 1993. He died in 2006 in Venezuela of cancer at age 40. Very tragic. And we picked him up as a free agent. Carlos Martinez. Sandy Alomar had an off year, hit .217, 0 home runs, 7 RBIs in 51 games. He made the All-Star team. He was hurt much of the year. Another new player was Mike Huff, who hit .240, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, 11 stolen bases in 51 games. Huff was from Honolulu, Hawaii. He was an outfielder, played for the Dodgers, Tribe, White Sox, Blue Jays. And since his retirement, he's been an occasional White Sox TV announcer. He had 9 career home runs. Mike Huff. Bo Allred was back, hit .232, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs in 48 games. Jeff Manto hit .211, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs in 47 games. Turner Ward hit .230, 0 home runs, 5 RBIs in 40 games. Another new player was Glen Allen Hill, who hit .262, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs in 37 games. Hill was from Santa Cruz, California. He was an outfielder for the Blue Jays, Tribe, Cubs, Giants, Mariners, Yankees, and Angels from 89 to 2001. He had 186 career home runs. That's pretty good. And he won a World Series with the Yankees in 2000. He had trouble on defense, so-called defensive escapades. The Mariners pitching coach called it, quote, akin to watching a gaffed haddock surface for air. In 1993, with the Tribe, he had a phantom steal of second. there was the game was interrupted because of a prolonged disturbance in the outfield. Presumably some fans got on the field, and during the confusion, Hill moved to second and no one noticed. So he got a stolen base out of that. And we picked him up in the trade from the Blue Jays for Tom Candiotti. Glen Allen Hill. Jose Gonzalez was another new guy we picked up. He hit 159, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 8 stolen bases in 33 games. So that's pretty good. Now to back up a little bit on Glen Allen Hill. Hill was in 2003 was a Rockies coach, and in 2007 2007 he was still a Rockies coach, and at that time the Rockies AAA coach Mike Coolbaugh was killed when he was hit by a batted ball. And after that, Glen Allen Hill decided as first base coach, he started wearing a helmet at first base, and one of the few guys to do that, and became an advocate that first base coaches should wear a batting helmet. And that year, Joe Garagiola Jr., the son of the famous Joe Garagiola Sr., who the baseball announcer, he was vice president of baseball operations, and he made a ruling that required all coaches to wear first base coaches to wear a batting helmet for their safety. Early in his career, Glen Allen Hill was on the disabled list from injuries that he incurred while sleepwalking. He had a nightmare that he was being attacked by spiders, and he was sleepwalking to get away. When he woke up, he had cuts all over his hands and feet. And during this, when he was sleepwalking, he broke a glass table and walked on the broken glass, fell down a flight of stairs. He got the nickname Spider-Man after that from his teammates. So now back to Jose Gonzalez, Jose Gonzalez was from Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. He was an outfielder for the Dodgers, Pirates, Tribe, and Angels between 85 and 92. For his career, he hit .213 with 9 home runs. Jose Gonzalez. Luis Lopez was another new player, hit .220, 0 home runs, 7 RBIs in 35 games. Lopez was from Brooklyn, New York, a catcher first baseman. Played for the Dodgers, Tribe, Hiroshima Toyo Carp, and the Fukuoka Dai Hawks in Japan between 1990 and 2002. And he was an all-star in Japan, hit .303 during his 6 years there and 129 home runs in Japan. Very good. Jim Thome started his career, amazing career. Thome hit that year, he hit .255, his first home run, 9 RBIs in 27 games. Thome was from Peoria, Illinois, a first baseman, DH, third baseman. Played for the Tribe from 1991 to 2002, and then for the Phillies, White Sox, Dodgers, Twins, and Orioles. Long career from 1991 to 2012. He has 612 career home runs. That's 8th all-time. Amazing. 5-time All-Star. He's currently an executive with the White Sox. Very positive, gregarious, really good guy, and he made the Hall of Fame this year. He's the Tribe home run leader with 337. Really good guy, beloved everywhere he played, all these different places. It was hard when he left Cleveland, but we just couldn't afford to pay him anymore. Eddie Tobinse was another guy off the bench, hit .242, 0 home runs, 8 RBIs in 26 games. Tobinse was from Beeville, Texas. He was a catcher for the Tribe, Astros, and Reds from 1991 to 2001, had 94 career home runs. He's currently a minor league coach for the Giants, and we picked him up as a free agent. Reggie Jefferson was another new player, hit .198, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs in 26 games. Jefferson was from Tallahassee, Florida, a DH first baseman, played for the Tribe, Reds, Tribe, Mariners, and Red Sox, also the Seibu Lions in Japan. His career was from 1991 to 2000. For the Red Sox in 1996, he hit .347, and the fans gave him the nickname Reggie the Miracle Jefferson. After his career, he became a player agent and college baseball coach. We picked him up in a trade from the Reds, Reggie Jefferson. Wayne Kirby had his first year in Cleveland at .209, 0 home runs, 5 RBIs in 21 games. Kirby was from Williamsburg, Virginia. Picked him up as a free agent. Played for the Tribe, Dodgers, and Mets between 91 and 98. And he's been an Orioles coach since 2011 to the present. Wayne Kirby. Tony Perez Chika. Now, the Reds back in the 70s had the tremendous Tony Perez, and we had, in 1991, we had Tony Perez Chika. He hit .364 in 17 games. Wow, really good. Perez Chika was from Mexicali, Mexico, an infielder for the Giants and Tribe between 1988 and 1992. He was a minor league coach for the Yankees and Diamondbacks, and since 2016 he's been a coach on the Diamondbacks, and we picked him up as a free agent. Mitch Webster batted .125, 2 stolen bases in 13 games. Another new guy was Jose Escobar, who hit 210 games. Escobar was from Las Flores, Yaracuy State in Venezuela, South America. He was an infielder, played for the Tribe in 1991. That was his only year in baseball. Louis Medina was another bench player, hit .063 in 5 games. Tough year for Louis Medina. Ever Magallanes was another new player, hit .000 in 3 games. Magallanes was from Chihuahua, Mexico. He was a shortstop. He just played for the Tribe in 1991. That was his major league career, but he had a long minor league career, and he's currently a minor league manager in the White Sox system. He was inducted to the Caribbean Baseball Hall of Fame in 2013. Ever Magallanes. Now, the pitching staff had a tough year. Greg Swindell was our ace pitcher who went 9-16 with a 3.48 ERA, 33 starts, 7 complete games. Charlie Nagy was 10-15 with a 4.13 ERA, 33 starts, 6 complete games. Eric King was a new player, went 6-11 with a 4.60 ERA, 24 starts. King was from Oxnard, California, pitcher for the Tigers, White Sox, and Tribe between 86 and 92. And for his career, he went 52-45 at 455 strikeouts. He gave up Ken Griffey Jr.'s first career home run. We picked him up from the White Sox in a trade for Corey Snyder, Eric King. Tom Candiotti went 7-6 with a 2.24 ERA and 15 starts. Rod Nichols went 2-11, had a tough year, 3.54 ERA and 16 starts. Dave Otto was a new player, went 2-8, 4.23 ERA, 14 starts, and he was a free agent pickup. Otto was from Chicago, Illinois. Pitcher, played for the A's, Tribe, Pirates, and Cubs between 87 and 94. He was a big dude, 6'7", and he's been a Cubs radio announcer from time to time, filling in for Ron Santo. Dave Otto. Dennis Butcher was 1-4 with an 8.34 ERA. That's very high. Started 5 games. Butcher played for was from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, French Canadian. He played for the Blue Jays, Tribe, and Expos between 1991 and 94. And in the 2006 World Baseball Classic, he was the pitching coach for the Canadian national team. He's currently a Yankee scout, and we picked him up from the Blue Jays in the Tom Candiotti deal. Dennis Boucher. Steve Olin had a very good year, was 3-6 with a 3.36 ERA, 48 games, 17 saves out of the bullpen. Jesse Orozco had a good year, 2-0 with a 3.74 ERA, 47 games, so he was more of a setup man. Sean Hiliegas was a new guy, was 3-4, 4.34 ERA in 51 games, had 7 saves. Hiliegas was from Dos Palos, California, played for the Dodgers, White Sox, Tribe, Yankees, and A's between 87 and 93. In his career, he had 9 errors. He had a 900 fielding average. That's not so great. Not exactly a Gold Glove guy. We picked him up in the trade from the White Sox for Corey Snyder, Sean Hiliegas. Doug Jones had an off year, was 4-8 with a very high ERA of 5.54 in 36 games, but he had 7 saves. Jeff Shaw was 0-5, 3.36 ERA in 29 games. Mike York was a new guy, went 1-4, 6.75 ERA, very high, 14 games, 4 starts. York was from Oak Park, Illinois, played for the Pirates and Tribe in 1990 and 1991. So that was the end of his career. We picked him up in a trade from the Pirates for Mitch Webster. Mike York. Willie Blair was another new pitcher. Went 2-3 with a 6.75 ERA, 11 games, 5 starts. Blair was from Paintsville, Kentucky, played for the Blue Jays, Tribe, Astros, Rockies, Padres, Tigers, Diamondbacks, and Mets. Guy really moved around from 1990 to 2001. In his career, he was 60-86 with a 5.04 ERA, but 759 strikeouts. He was a Padres coach between 2013 and 2015, and he's currently a minor league coach for the Erie Seawolves. We picked him up in a trade from the Blue Jays. Willie Blair. Eric Bell went 4-0. Very good. 0.50 ERA. Very, very good. 10 games. Bell was from Modesto, California. Played for the Orioles, Tribe, and Astros between 85 and 93, and he was a free agent pickup. For his career, he was 15-18 with a 5.18 ERA and 152 strikeouts. Eric Bell. Garland Kaiser was a 0-0 with a 9.64 ERA in 7 games. Efrain Valdez had no decisions with a 1.50 ERA in 7 games. That's very good. His cousin Sergio Valdez was 1-0 with a 5.51 ERA in 6 games. Bruce Egloff had no decisions with a 4.76 ERA in 6 games. Rudy Sinez had no decisions with a 16.20 ERA in 5 games. Tough year. Mike Walker was 0-1 with a 2.08 ERA in 5 games. Tom Kramer had no decisions with a 17.36 ERA in 4 games. Tough year. He played for the Tribe in 91 to 93. For his career, Tom Kramer was 7-3 with a 4.51 ERA and 75 strikeouts. Jeff Mutis was 0-3 with an 11.68 ERA in 3 games. So he pitched 3 games and lost all 3. Mutis was from Allentown, Pennsylvania, played for the Tribe and Marlins between 91 and 94. For his career, he was 4-11 with a 6.48 ERA and 73 strikeouts. And finally, Mauro Gazzo had no decisions and an ERA of 19.29 in 2 games. So the 1991 Tribe, yeah, they had a tough year, but 4 years later, we were in the World Series. So, and baseball is a wonderful game. We had interesting fellows playing for the Tribe in 1991. Only 2 years later would be the last year at the stadium. So God bless all those fellows who played for the Tribe in 1991. And God bless everyone associated with the team, including the fans. So captains of the Cuyahoga, lovers of Lake Erie, Terminal Tower Power. It's been 70 years since 1948. This is our year. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.